welcome back to Astronomy Arcade. My name is Victoria, but you can call me Vicky, and I'm way too loud, sorry. But actually, jeez, I'm so loud, but actually today, you can call me Iara, because it is Dungeons and Dragons. No space.
No space.
No space! Yeah, that's the thing we have to do.
Unless the BBEG decides to teleport us into space, at which point there will be space in this campaign.
Exactly. Just
Hey, there was
sure.
space last week. There's the Comet show. It's still space.
That
Okay?
was a nod
Yeah.
to this being an astronomy arcade anyway.
Me just casually making sure that I have everybody's icons correct today. Yes, I think I do. I think we're good to go. Matt, can you tell us what the hell's going on? Because we play I forgot my intro. We play D&D every Tuesday, and this is a new campaign that we started last week, and we're about to get into a fight, but I'm going to pass it over to McKenna to tell us what's going on.
Yeah, you know what? For this, let's forego character intros, and people are going to get a better understanding of you guys as we start playing. So let's go ahead and dive right into things, shall we? Sorry, Forrest was about to
He's about to start going to town on his squeaky toy, and I was like, oh.
Visible anxiety levels.
Last we left off, we found ourselves in the grand city of Essos on the day of the Starlight Festival, a celebration of celestial origin, a massive meteor shower that can be seen from the city proper that is celebrated every other year. On this day, whether by fate or mere happenstance, three adventurers found themselves colliding paths yet again in this grand city. Caleb, Ali, and Iara. Upon this stumbling upon one another in the city, the reunion was interesting, to say the least. A bit of a disturbance happened through stealth and some illusion magic.
Brother!
But this reunion bringing up some old wounds, some ill-harbored feelings, and just a sense of unease towards some of you. You all disbanded after this little reunion, all on your own, finding your way back to the promenade of Essos, this massive open area beneath the spires that the city is known for the festival to begin. And begin it did. There was a massive streaks of light arcing across the sky, illuminating all of the city proper with this beautiful blue and purple light that was unfortunately interrupted by an earth-shattering explosion. As the spire that you were all standing beneath was ripped asunder from the inside out, sending large chunks of rubble and rock cascading down to the busy city street below. So with that, I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and roll initiative.
Woo! Oh, damn.
Oh boy, hello.
Shit. Oh, no.
It's okay, I turned it down. It's okay.
You know what's
well,
playing.
Do I do it in...
Oh, now it's much quieter.
Sorry.
Ali,
It's okay.
I'm gonna do it in...
So funny.
Ali rolled a 5
Yeah, that's fine.
for
Okay, that's
initiative.
fine.
A 5.
At least it's not a 1. I'm not going dead last.
4!
All
I
right.
haven't.
Start off strong!
That's okay. So this is not combat yet. So we're going to be doing something a bit unique. This is just for us to have a bit of a turn order in terms of what is going on right now. And I will set the scene in a moment. So
He's trying to measure how smart we are.
not
I'm
quite.
just kidding. He
Not
called it a
very.
skill challenge. That's what I think of.
I gotta pull out. I'm working on a pretty version of my character sheet, but right now it looks like this. Because I
Sorry
refuse
about
to
that.
go to Office Depot to print out one page for a character sheet to make my own. What was this? Initiative. I know what game we're playing. 9.
9.
It's really
All right.
good. I know.
We're speedy.
We're killing it. What'd you get, Caitlin?
4. Yeah.
I have to go first.
What about
I was
Edgar?
like-
Don't forget Edgar.
Oh yeah.
Edgar goes on your turn.
Oh okay. Thank you. Oh I don't have a sheet for Edgar yet.
That's okay. You don't need one.
I'll make it up.
Hell yeah.
There are
He has a
stats
million
for Raven.
HP.
Okay.
Plus
He's
20
actually-
Cannot
to attack.
die.
If-
He's
Yeah,
too
you can
perfect.
very easily find a Raven stat block if you need to.
No, it's okay. He's actually a god. Joke's on you. No,
Spoiler.
just kidding.
So, setting the scene a little bit, you guys have just been made aware before everyone else in this crowd that this is happening. Your instincts and reaction time are far better than any of the others that are standing in the middle of this promenade right now. And you are all the first to act in this moment. This is going to be what I like to call a skill challenge. So we're going to have 2 rounds of combat before the rock is cascading onto the city streets and the people that are standing upon those streets. And you guys are going to have those 2 rounds to try and do something to aid and minimize the effects of that rubble that is currently coming down to the ground. Depending on how well you roll, that will be either a success or a failure, depending on what you're trying to do. And if you guys get more successes than you do failures, we'll go from there. And if there are no, if the opposite happens, we will take that as its course as well. So, the first up in our little bit of initiative is Yara.
Hi.
In this brief moment as milliseconds are flying by, what would you like to do?
So you said like skill check. So does this mean they're not real rounds of combat? Like, should we not be doing spells?
You're not fighting something, but you can absolutely do spells. This is an opportunity for you guys to be sort of creative in what it is that you're doing. So it could be a skill. You could, if you wanted to spin it in such a way, you could perform something if that would help in this scenario or something along those lines. You can intimidate the rocks. If you can persuade me to have that be something in some fashion that would be useful. Like, this is a time for you guys to get imaginative with your skill sets and not necessarily just,
Punch
I don't know.
things.
I summon an elemental from another universe named Brick.
There you go.
Speaking of Brick, I don't, Mac, I don't know if you have Twitch chat up, but V Mandarina said, "Did the DM build this world Brick? Your emoji by Brick."
That's good.
Excellent.
That's good. Not emoji.
Yes, he did.
though. Yes, he did.
Fine.
It's really
A
good.
little bit.
Also, hi V Mandarina, Highland Jersey. How y'all doing? Okay, so interesting.
I am too desperately looking through my spell cards.
So where is the rubble falling now?
Yes, it is actively falling. Currently, it is about 60 feet above all of y'all's heads right now.
60 feet, actually? Oh, that's
Correct.
perfect, actually. Okay, great. 60 feet is perfect. So, I have a thing called Shatter, and this might make it worse, but maybe it'll make it better. I don't know. It says,
Make the rubble smaller, please. It might
that's-
help my plan.
that's kind of what I was thinking. Does my shirt say stoned? No, it says stones, like the rolling ones. It's a Rolling Stone shirt. Okay, so for Shatter, a loud painful noise erupts from a point of your choice within range. The range is 60 feet. I would like the point
Okay.
to be at the very edge of that, near the biggest piece of rock.
Okay, ER for this, I am going to have to... You are going to make a charisma check for me
That's great.
before you
I'm
roll damage.
good at those.
Right. So go and roll d20 and just add your charisma modifier to that.
Oh, bitch! Add my charisma modifier. That's a 24.
Excellent. So, the other two compatriots here that are all alert and attentive to what is going on would see, or more so hear, another shattering boom happen above you again, as one of the largest pieces of rubble that is currently falling down is suddenly just split and then evaporated into dust as there is this earth-shattering thunder crack
Hell yeah.
above you.
And it shouldn't hit anybody
Ellie.
else, because it does have a range, but, oh, it's a 10-foot radius. They're fine. It's
Yeah,
way
it's
higher.
good.
Yeah.
You're totally good.
Hell yeah.
Allie, what are you doing in this moment?
Well, I have a couple of
My
questions.
turn.
I thought you had 4.
I thought Ellie had 0.
5.
Oh, my bad. I heard 0. I don't not know how that happened. Continue.
Well, I have a couple of questions. The first, are there any large water features nearby, like really big?
There's gotta be a fountain. We're in
Huge,
the middle of town.
preferably.
I mean,
Are there
not-
aqueducts?
Big fountain.
I will even take sewers.
No.
in the immediate
Oh,
vicinity, I would say that there is a portion of an aqueduct that would be nearby, roughly 60 feet away from you.
I had the wrong icon
That's in
on for Allie
range.
again. I just wanted to share.
If we actually get into combat, well, you'll be able to bring that out. Okay. Is there enough in that aqueduct where I could conceivably use control water to have it spill out and then flush a bunch of people down side streets?
You
Wait, what?
potentially could.
Like, to get them away.
Yes.
You potentially could. All right.
I have a plan B.
Okay. So this is a very creative use, but it is a challenging spell to try and utilize in that way. But it has the potential to work.
Right now that's plan A. So,
All right.
yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
Great. So go ahead and roll me a d20 and add, I believe it is your wisdom modifier, your spell
It is
spell casting modifier.
That is a 16.
16. All right. At the same time that this sort of thunderous crack happens and a piece of rock is emitted to dust, the two of you would also see this strangely shaped arc of water begin to spill out of one of these aqueducts and flood onto the ground, and is actually moving and pushing people out of the path of harm's way in this moment, sort of opening up the space as much as it possibly can, and as quickly as it can move in this round. It is actively attempting to sort of create a rift between the people and shove them out of the way. That is another success. Caleb,
Yes.
what are you doing in this moment?
Are there still is there anyone left who
Oh, there are still plenty of people left.
Oh, okay.
You know, Iara's spell has saved roughly, a fifth of those that may or may not have been crushed.
Okay.
Ali's spell is beginning to push people out of the way, but has not yet successfully done so to a large ordeal. There are still many, many people that are just kind of standing there frozen in fear, not quite realizing what is happening in this moment.
Okay. Caleb makes his way actually to the stage as quickly as he can.
Okay.
And as he walks up the stairs, he takes a porcelain mask and puts it on his face, and it is a female visage of Raven Queen. And then he literally I don't know if VR is on the stage but he kind of grabs the mic, and then he's literally just yelling at the frozen people to run. And I have advantage on intimidation checks. I'm
Okay.
intimidating these people to get the fuck out.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
At advantage because you donned your mask.
Okay. I can read. 26.
That
Oh,
is another success. Well done. Well done.
Sick.
So you guys would all see as Caleb begins swiftly moving through this crowd, dons this mask as from their cape, there's now this pillowing cloud of smoke coming behind them, drifting off of the feathers as they rise up and look towards the crowd, and you just hear a run. And everyone's gaze suddenly turns to this masked figure, and they all seem snapped out of this fearful daze that they were in, as half of the crowd seems to beginning to move away and grab people as there is this hurriedness now to get out of harm's way. The top of our order, Yara, you are up.
Okay. I just... There's a part of me that's like, I should also run, because Caleb's right next to me, and then I'm like, no, wait, hold on, that's not my job. I think... What can I do? Man,
Persuasion check. Run faster.
Are there still like large rocks?
There's a few still.
Okay.
Not nearly as many as there were before, and people seem to be moving away from the larger portions. But there are still, a little bit less than half of the people that are in this radius that you can guess are going to be hit.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. Sorry. I'll see, this is why Vicky doesn't play casters. I think I'm fuck. Can I help out? How many, you said like half the audience is still there?
A little bit less than that, yeah.
Okay. What was that?
I keep wanting to know. I'm hearing, I think, roll 20 rolling dice noises or something.
That's the
Oh
noise?
no! Wait, I thought I said it to where it wouldn't.
No, it's not.
Is it at you?
Well, is it? Wait.
It's just to GM.
Yeah, it's just to me. They're hearing your keyboard, my love.
Oh,
No, I
that's
heard
me
a-
furiously typing. Oh.
No, I heard a little blip.
Whoop.
Which I've never heard before, because we determined that for some reason I couldn't hear the... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Sorry, if it
I'm
gets to be too much, let me
just
know.
stalling
I'm
for
asking
time.
questions.
No, you're right. I'm so sorry. It's because I am replying to all and not to Caleb.
Oh.
My mistake.
No, you're good. Can I just take what Grant said and persuade them further? I don't really know what else to do except for viciously mock a rock that's coming at me.
I mean, that would be hilarious. Oh, you think you're a big rock? I've seen bigger rocks, dude. What even are you thinking you're doing right now?
Sure. How do you persuade these people, Yara?
What do I say? I grab the mic from Caleb and I go, I need a far point in town, just anything. A far location that I think is safe, that I would know.
Oh, are you looking for a business or
Sure,
like just
that works.
just a spot? Okay. There is the Torch Shadow Inn, which is nearby.
Well, I want it out of range of...
It's out of range of what's going on. It's on the other side of the
Great.
promenade.
You said Torch Fire Inn?
Torch Shadow.
Torch Shadow Inn. I grab the mic and I go, whoever makes it to Torch Shadow Inn first gets 100 gold from me. Go, run.
Hey.
Keeping it out here.
Make your persuasion check, Yara.
Okay. I'm trying. That's well, it's only a 12 on the die, but persuasion? I have a +9, so that's 21.
Oh my gosh. All right. You see the people that are actively running have a little bit more of a hurried step in there, especially some of the more disheveled looking individuals have begun to
Gotta
move
get that new
more
pair of boots.
hurriedly out of the way, and you see those that were already out of harm's way begin turning and going in that direction. All right.
As soon as I
That
say it, I'm like,
was
maybe I shouldn't have said 100.
Caleb just slowly deadpans to look at you, but you don't really see his face because he has a mask on.
so that was 4 successes out of the 6. So you guys succeed in this skill check. There are still bits and pieces coming, and not everyone is quite out of the way. So how did the last 2 people round out preventing any harm from coming to the other individuals?
I think Allie would multitask. She would maintain concentration on control water to sweep away as many people as she possibly can. And then I think, I know we're not necessarily rolling anymore, but she would use her survival skill to, I think, just shout directions at people for how to survive what's about to rain down on top of them.
Okay.
So that's what she would be doing.
Okay.
You, hands over your heads. Just cover your heads, please. Give your jacket to that kid or something. Stuff like that.
I was going to use a spell to use my spell slot.
It depends on what you're trying to do, but we'll say in this instance for rule of cool, no.
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So is there like a larger chunk nearby, or can you get to it?
There is one cascading down towards a group of about 5 or so people right now.
Okay. Caleb books it over there, gets directly underneath the path of the rock, and he pulls out his shield from behind his cape.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make the arcane reaction happen so that it pushes it out of the way, pushes it back.
Okay.
And then I had to add something, but I wanted to see how this goes first.
Okay. So the 2 of you see as Allie is barking orders at some of these people who immediately take a bit of a fetal position or dive out of the way as the water is sweeping away the rest of the individual. Caleb jumps in towards kind of the last group, dons his shield, and holds it up above them as this human-sized rock collides with it. And there's a moment, and then there's another earth-shattering eruption that happens. Caleb, I need you to roll the damage that your shield does.
Yes, that is
4d6 force damage.
Thank you. 14.
Okay. As though not completely eviscerated, as though what Yara's spell had done, but you see this rock splits with this thundering crack into about 3 or 4 pieces that thud to the ground around Caleb. Caleb, you do take 3 bludgeoning damage. Doing this, taking the brunt of the impact yourself.
Owie.
But the people that you were covering with your shield are moving unscathed as the bits sort of fall around you.
Perfect. Okay, I am finished then. I'm not going to add.
Okay. There is this brief moment that happens as the rest of you hear this raining down of bits and pieces of pebbles and stones that just sort of thud to the ground in this promenade around you. Everyone now being either vacated or shielded as this happens, and seemingly everyone is out unscathed.
May I do?
Sure.
It's not for safety of humans, but after seeing everyone get to safety, I would like to use Divine Sense in the direction of the blast.
Okay. What is the radius on Divine Sense, if you don't mind me asking?
Great. Let me see. It does not give one.
60 feet
What? Where'd you see that?
in the description.
Okay, I just don't have eyeballs. I don't see it. Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
But yeah, and I tried.
I will say, in this moment of sitting there and looking around and everyone being okay, there's this breath that happens. And Caleb, you reach out with your senses. And there's this sense of dread that you feel as just at the edges of your range, something twinges in the back of your mind, the smell of decay, the smell of death, as there is definitely some form of undead in this vicinity. I can have everyone roll a perception check for me.
That is a dirty 20.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh wait, me too?
Me, Mandarin.
Yeah.
It's not me.
20. Oops, that was an advantage. My bad. Hold on, let me turn that
Okay,
off.
we just take the first.
Okay,
18.
just kidding.
18.
Fuck.
All right.
I got an 8. Wait, 8 or 20?
8.
Okay, 8.
8 or
I
20?
accidentally rolled that advantage and rolled 20, so I forgot to toggle it off.
So,
Damn it.
Iara and Allie, in this quiet that is overtaking the city, the fire that was erupting from the side of the pillar now dissipating, you see 3 figures now emerging from the hole that was put into the side of this spire. As Iara, you would notice this. I guess both of you, being magically inclined, would notice this as one of them waves their hand, and there is a presence of magic as all 3 of the figures leap from the tower and begin slowly descending, floating down, away from where a majority of the crowd is.
I don't see any of this.
You notice it as they jump.
Okay.
And as you detect that undead presence suddenly becoming closer to you.
They're coming closer to us?
They're getting closer technically because they're falling, but they are trying to, through the use of what you can imagine is the spell Featherfall, sort of drift around the other side of the tower and move towards one of the alleys.
Where are the two of you? Like, where are we in relation to each other? I know I'm still on stage. But how
I'm not
far
on stage anymore. Yeah.
You guys are all within 60 feet of one another, give or
Okay.
take. Some a bit closer. Caleb had moved about 20 feet to get where he is, so you two are the closest right now, and Allie is kind of at the outskirts near where the aqueduct was.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I think Caleb is literally gonna just start booking it that direction.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's somewhere we'll be able to reach?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
It depends on if they land on a roof or not, but right now you guys have line of sight of them.
All right. I see Caleb running, and I start running.
Okay.
Alley wild shapes.
Okay.
Oh, the icon works now. Ding.
And slightly before she does, I don't know if there are any like citizens nearby. She just kind of, if there are, she kind of glances around and says, "Don't worry, I'm not after you." And she starts walking, and the moment she starts walking, her form begins to change and grow. And if Iara and Caleb, perchance, look behind them, all of a sudden this large, two-legged, scaly and feathered thing is beginning to walk its way down the across the market. And I think you would both notice, Allie used to be able to turn into things roughly human-sized. This thing's a lot bigger.
I just...
And for those who are And for those who are curious, she's just turned into a scary Allosaurus.
Oh, Allosaurus. Oh, Allie. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. See, I was gonna make a clever girl reference, but you're not a Velociraptor, so.
I could turn into that.
Caleb. Oh, sorry. Good.
Clever.
But yes, I can't necessarily dash on this round, but when I do, my base speed is now 40 feet, so I can move faster.
I mean, you can, because wild shaping for you is a bonus action.
That's right. It is. That's right. It
Yeah,
is. Okay.
As a
Initiative.
Circle of the Moon Druid, yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot that. Okay, yeah, she turns and just. I'm willing to bet she catches up with you guys.
Yeah. So Caleb immediately starts sprinting after these, and your divine sense is still going, and it's pounding in your head, this sort of twinge in the back of your mind that is just unsettling. Iara is moving past you as the two of you hear this scraping of claws on the ground, running up behind you, moving quickly as this feathered dinosaur that's roughly 10 to 12 feet tall just books it past the two of you and is sprinting ahead of you and is caught up and is seemingly on their tail as well. You guys, yes.
I was just gonna say another difference you guys would notice. She used to be brightly colored. The feathers are the same color as her hair now.
Okay.
Caleb is not quite paying attention, but Edgar is like flying alongside him and is like kind of like freaking out and like, oh my god, that's so cool, kind of a way. Like he's just like, oh, like trying to keep up.
Iara's like looks at it and is just like, I haven't taken anything yet. I really fucking Allie, I really hope that's you.
There's just a grunt in response.
Sick. Okay.
All right. As you guys are traveling and going, you're now roughly 40 feet away from these individuals that are sort of arcing through the air. They're now about 20 feet off of the ground and are seemingly haven't quite noticed your presence just yet. Are you doing anything in preparation, as next round you guys are going to be right on top of one another?
Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah,
scared.
Are they close enough where I can get kind of a vibe of which one is likely to be what kind of combatant? Have I been able to track the one who cast the spell?
Yes, there is much smaller figure than the other two. Go ahead, Alien, as you're looking at this, go ahead and give me another perception check to see, because they're all cloaked, hoods up, so it's difficult to tell at first glance.
That is I think the first, maybe the second nat 20 of the game.
I think
Yes!
Yeah,
Way to
nice.
go!
Okay, what is the total then for that roll?
27.
27. Okay. Ali, in your heightened form right now, with the lenses, so to speak, dialed in, and the world becoming much crisper, and the scents filling your nose now as well, you are able to very easily clock the one that you can assume is the mage, shorter by about 1.5 feet than the other two individuals here, and seemingly a little bit slender. The cloak is billowing a little bit more, but they're keeping it tight around their body as they're sort of floating down. The other two are much larger and broader than this individual, one of which you can see is clutching at their side a spear. And you can make out the faint shape of a shield that is currently strapped to their belt as they are gliding through this span. As you're looking through with a nat 20, their hood does come off and does disclose a very bald head, darker toned skin, and the ears and features of a human. Presumably a male. With a nat 20. The other individual, slightly taller than this one, difficult to see, but you do notice Their complexion is much paler. Looking at their hands, there are claws that seem to protrude from the front where their nails would be. It's almost scaly in texture. As they turn to their side, the hood not fully obscuring the large muzzle of a white-scaled dragonborn that turns, now noticing the three of you, and smiles.
Shit. While we were running, can I have also done something?
Yes, absolutely, you could have.
Okay. Caleb is close enough to me to touch.
Yeah.
Okay. I cast heroism on Caleb, so as long as you're okay
Okay.
with it.
Yeah.
Until the spell ends, which is it's a concentration. These are the things I do to myself when I don't look and see. It's fine. Or for 1 minute. You are immune to being frightened, and you gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier, which is it 9?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay.
Right.
I think Allie's gonna ready an action to ready an action for multi-attack against the caster.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
How far away are... Okay, I have 2 questions. How far away are they right now? And also, Allie was the only one to see all those details, correct?
Allie is the first and only to notice right now.
Okay.
Next round, I will say you guys will probably notice at some point, but right now, no, you can't tell.
Okay.
I think, and Allie's other reaction is you would hear a snarl from this creature. And I would say, knowing Allie, she doesn't normally... When she's in wild shape, she doesn't normally make those noises. She's usually all business.
Is there anything you're doing, Caleb, before we continue?
I have my shield still out, and I do pull out my sword, but I also still have my mask.
Okay. All right.
Also, for the record, I know who I am. I know I'm squishy. I'm not Kai. I don't think I'm invincible. As we approach closer, we'll drop behind the other two.
Yes.
A wise choice.
We were sharing
So-
the other day in our Discord, like, how many hit points and stuff we have, because Mac needed to balance the party, and I see these two fuckers first. And I was like, I had to have rolled wrong. Because I have, I think, less than half of the... And I was like, oh my god, I'm the leaf. Oh no.
I'm pretty sure Caleb's got almost like 3 times as many HP.
I got 136, baby.
Pretty close. It's pretty close to 3 times, yeah.
God,
I'm a
I have,
beefy
like,
boy.
What do I have? Where is it? 48.
Ay.
Anyway.
We will protect you,
My
friend.
AC
You will
is
support
low,
us.
too. Like, it's not... Anyway, it's fine.
Welcome
Brawlers,
to
it's fine.
Adventurers and Wizards.
Yeah, my bard in another campaign is also surprisingly squishy, so I understand.
Sorry.
Okay. We'll tell that story another time.
We'll tell that story another time. Right now is this D&D session.
Yeah. I died last session. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I heard about this.
Forgot how. Okay, it was a real quick recap. I
Yep.
forgot how squishy that the one bard in the group was, and literally one-tapped them, and did not know that that is what I was doing.
Yeah.
So this is why you
You told
asked
me the
us all for
damage?
our hit points this
Huh?
week.
What?
Yep.
This is
Yeah,
why he asked us
exactly.
for our HP
Yeah.
this week, so he wouldn't
No,
do that to me immediately.
actually, though.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He told me the damage, and I was like, so I'm dead. in the jaws of this spider. I am just dead, right? It's really funny. Anyway.
Anyway, it was fun.
Yeah.
So,
We're not gonna do that.
as you guys are sprinting,
Hopefully.
preparing all of these spells, drawing your weapons, these 3 figures do touch down on the ground about 20 feet away from you. As now, Iara and Caleb will see the largest of them spin around, and in all of their glory, you see the very large, white-scaled dragonborn, red, maroon eyes that almost have this tinge of glowing to them, and this smile of dagger-like crooked teeth of Gelthul, an individual that you know all too well.
I see him and I just go, "You bitch. You should not have come back to town."
I kind of put my arm out, like, just as, like, stay back kind of a thing.
No, I know.
I don't say anything.
I'll let,
Allie full on roars.
I see that and I go, "I'll let you guys take the front line."
They stand there. Their two compatriots standing somewhat behind them. You see now that this mage is looks like a full elven male, with the very large pointed fey-like ears, and again more of a paler complexion with tattoos running down their face in a couple of lines. They all seem to be looking at you, looking at, you can assume to be their boss, not entirely sure what's going on. As the Dragonborn looks at you three, this is a surprise. I had heard a rumor that a lot of you had disbanded after some unfortunate circumstances.
Caleb is like, his sword is like trembling in his hand right now.
Oh, nothing to say? Well,
Allosaurus smiles, or not smiles, snarls.
glad to see that at least you three are still around. Now, if you don't mind, we have some business to be attending to.
Can we do things?
You
Yeah.
can do anything you want. This is D&D.
Great. Can I Can I just blast them with a cone of cold?
I hear dragonkin are cold-blooded. Ah!
If we are kicking off combat, I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah,
Again.
I'm about to lunge, so.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
You will have a surprise round, Yara, since you are being the first to act.
Okay. You got a 4?
Oh my god, my heart is beating so hard.
Or again, Grant?
God damn.
No, I rolled one worse than I did last time.
Oh, that's right.
17 for Caleb.
Yara?
I think wait, did I get also? No, I got an 18.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm literally screaming right now.
How much is
All right, first up with the surprise round is Iara.
Hell yeah.
Letting loose a cone of cold.
Yeah, but actually also a cone of cold and oh, I see. Interesting. Sorry. Just thinking about
You're
You can
good.
take your time, man.
These are new characters. This is good.
No, this'll be. I was wondering if I should use meta magic. This'll hit them all pretty hard. This is one of my only level 5 spells, so I want to smack them. Okay, so I went because I'm behind the other two, and as he's saying his shit, and he's like, "We have things to do," I reach into my bag, without you guys seeing. I do a little, and then I put it back. Step forward and go, "I don't think you're going anywhere." And cast the cone of cold. A blast of cold erupts from my hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone, which is why I stepped in front of them. Don't want you guys to get hit. Makes a Constitution save.
On save. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your DC? Oh boy.
My spell DC? My save DC? Is 17.
Yeah. 17. Okay. That is a... Wow. 16 from Fool.
Oh.
Fail.
That is a natural 16, so a total of an 18 for the other fighter standing next to him.
Meets it,
and
beats it, and
assumed to
one
be
to-
a mage.
Oh, wait, no, it doesn't meet it. Just kidding. I'm 17, so.
Is a 13, so another fail. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Perfect. And now, hold on. I have to get 8 d8s really quick.
Oh my god.
I need the d8s.
She's angry.
Which ones? All of them.
Where are my d8s? Bitch! Okay, we're gonna roll the same one 10 times, 8 times. I need the calculator. Okay, somebody, okay, 6.
Yep.
Plus 2, 8. Plus 1. 9.
Yep.
Okay, plus 6. 15.
15.
Plus 8 is
23.
23. I'm getting a cold, so these guys know how broken my brain is. But like,
You're
Chad is
good.
probably like, wow, she can't add. What was I at? 23? That's 1,
Yes.
24. 27. 31. Oh, that's it. 31. Except
31 points of damage.
Except, actually, I do want to use... Can I use my meta magic? Because I can use an empowered spell in... And it seems like something I can do once I roll things, because it says...
That is true.
Yeah. So when rolling damage, I can spend a sorcery point to re-roll a number of dice up to my charisma modifier, which is 5. And I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm going to
Go for
re-roll
it.
those. What was I
Yeah.
at? 31?
31.
Okay.
We kill Galthul
So
campaign.
take away 4. That's 27. Because I'm going to re-roll
Yes.
3 of them.
Yes.
That's a 7. Okay.
34.
That's a 5.
Okay.
39.
Okay.
And that's an 8.
My girl.
47.
This was a good choice.
Oh yeah,
So,
you go, girl.
So the 2 that failed take the full damage. The one that succeeded takes half. No, that's it.
Can't wait for this animation.
Okay. So the two of you see as Iara steps out in front, there is this cold mist trailing off of her hand as she outstretches it. It says, "You're not going anywhere." And there is this blast of frozen ice and cold that shoots out. You see the mage immediately reels from this damage and begins to stop moving and is frozen there in place. Gelthul takes the brunt of the impact, and you see his left arm that he's sort of,
Finish it.
moves back to try and block it, but still takes the full brunt of it, is now covered in ice and is beginning to turn black from frostbite, and red is beginning to spill and drizzle down the arm. The fighter seemingly is able to grab their shield in time and hold it up and not get hit with the brunt of it, but you see his legs that were not covered by this thing are bloody messes as shards of ice have begun to dug into them, as there's this frost now perpetually on the ground emanating this steam from Iara. So that's the surprise round.
Cool.
Oh my god. Girl, get him.
Top of our initiative order, Iara, you are back up again. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I think there is actually.
Shatter?
Shatter. I already did that. I want to show off. And then would
next
one
up-
say that wait, I have I definitely took one of these. I took a spell that I want to use. Where is it? Do I not have it? Did I not? She's a fool. I had a specific thing I wanted to do. And I don't think I have that spell. Okay, I'm just gonna go with a classic. That's only a cantrip. It's funny though. I just want to yell at them. Tell them they suck.
It's just mockery.
Yeah.
Get 'em.
Yeah. And it's,
Oh, yeah, get 'em.
it's just a cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but I can... Oh, no, my damage is actually pretty good at this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, because that's fun.
Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, it feels like what she would do.
Okay.
So, specifically at the Dragonborn.
Yep.
Now I have to be mean. What were you saying about leaving? You dumb fucking scaly fucking motherfucking asshole. Where did you even come? What hole did you crawl out of? Also, you look like shit.
Okay. What is my what save do I need to make for that?
You have to do a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
That is a. That is a 27.
That's really high, unfortunately.
But I believe makes it, so I don't believe that they take any damage.
Yeah, nothing. I
All
was
right. Is
just-
there anything else that you would like to do on your turn as a bonus action? Movement? Anything else?
I moved back behind my two friends. I mean,
Okay.
are we friends again? I don't know. That's
Fair
not.
enough.
None of this is being said as Yara. I don't think I have
Allie-
any like bonus actions. Yet, so.
I mean, in her current form, Allie might have looked a little offended at the scaly comment, but it's fine.
All right.
I mean you.
Next up is Caleb. What are you doing?
I'm having a panic attack. Anyway, no, I'm not actually.
Panic
I'm
attack.
super excited right now.
That actually is a
I-
thing. Fantasy eye.
No, I am going to just. How far is he from me right now?
20 feet from you, right?
Oh yeah, cool. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to, like, lunge forward and attempt an attack with my sword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Also, it is a +1. Better, it's a nat 20.
It's a natural 20.
20 to hit.
That's not a natural 20.
It's not.
That's just a 20.
That's kidding. It is a dirty 20, but still a 20. But I add a 1 because of my sword, so it's a 21.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
That does indeed hit, Caleb. What is it? What is it that you were trying to do?
Okay, well, I would like to just, let's see. Honestly, like, I'm feeling a little feral, and I'm going straight for the, like, jugular, but since it hit, I would like to add my Divine Smite.
Okay. Go ahead and do so.
I'm gonna burn this bitch.
Are you doing anything else to this attack?
No.
Okay. Just smite? Okay.
But do I roll my sword and then my smite? or-
Right. So you're
Oh,
so
okay.
you're rolling. You hit. So you're rolling 3d8.
Okay. Do I roll the thing?
Go ahead
that's-
and roll the sword.
Okay. That's 13 plus, what was it, 3d8?
And so yeah, 3d8 because they are undead. So go ahead and roll
Oh,
another
yeah,
3d8.
that's right. Thank you. Plus 9.
A paladin special, ladies and gentlemen. When in doubt,
That is a
smite
total
it.
of 21 points of damage as Caleb lunges forward, shield in hand, up protecting his face as the tip of his sword connects with Gelthul, who's still reeling from this cone of cold. There is a flash. Caleb, if you would like to describe your smite.
Yeah, the smite is this, like, blinding red light. And then once the light disappears, there are what seems to be little black feathers that just kind of, like, trail off.
All right. A new image to the two of you that have never seen this quite before, but there's this again another thunderous crack and the smell of incense in the air as this happens, as you guys see that there's now this slash that is etched with burn marks across the chest of Gelthul. You have another attack.
They do. Let me
It's
see.
another shot.
One moment. I have 400 million things to do. Oh, it's not. I would like. Ooh, yes. I'm going to attack with my sword again, but yeah, I'm just gonna try and go from behind this time.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. That is a 27.
That does indeed hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, I would like to say that I am using my battle maneuver grappling strike to try and grapple him
Okay.
from behind with my sword, like kind of like this, and slashing him.
Okay, so instead of doing damage,
Okay.
that I believe you add your die as to your athletics check to try and grapple this individual.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay.
I don't know how to roll.
No, but you did need to roll to hit, so you're fine. So go ahead
Okay.
and make an athletics check for me.
Okay.
It is a contested athletics to try and overcome.
Is that right? Plus what?
That is correct, and then roll another d8
Okay.
to add to that.
Wait, that is 19.
I will have you know they rolled an 18.
Oh, shit!
So,
my God.
you guys see as Caleb moves, slashes at his chest, and immediately comes up behind him, and with his shield arm, clips it underneath Gelthul's right arm, and currently has him there. He is currently grappled. His speed is 0. He can still move and do things, but at the moment, he's a little tied up. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Caleb?
I look in the direction of Allie, and I just kind of like nod at her as I'm like kind of trying to hold Gelthul in place.
Okay.
Okay.
Next up is Gelthul and his now other crony. See, he looks back at you, Caleb. Oh boy. And you feel as you're grabbing onto him right now, all of his muscles tense all at once as his eyes begin to glow. Something that you're all familiar with, as he lets out this guttural cry that sounds and muffles and turns into that of a dragon's screech as he begins to rage. And turning towards you, he is going to attempt to grapple you back, trying to flip out of your arm and reach around and grab you with his clawed hand. I need you to make another athletics check.
Okay.
Against him.
10.
That is a natural 18 for a
Shit.
total of 24. So he flips your arm around and grabs you by your shirt collar, Caleb, and actually goes out and opens up his jaw and is going to go and bite down onto your shoulder, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
Ooh, maybe not. What is that? That is a 19 to hit. I believe that
Does
misses
not
you.
hit me.
You see, you shift and your pauldron he clenches around his jaw, and he is unable to find a firm grip on you in this moment, as there's this not sense of pain, but this sense of frustration that you feel in this individual in this moment. That is it for his turn. You notice, though, that this other fighter individual grabs their spear and moves towards you, Caleb, and is going to attempt to go out and hit you. Man, they're rolling horrible. That is a 16 to hit. That definitely misses. And you sort of just having it glance off of your armor, he's going to attempt to flip around again, with this time with the butt of the spear, and go for you again. Oh. and just goes wide this time, not really sure, and takes up a defensive stance again at you, trying in vain to get you away from this vampire, or at least harm you in some way, and is unable to do so. Allie, you are up.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
Okay.
So next to you, Iara, the Allosaurus rears back and just roars. And then I'm gonna rush forward and do a multi-attack on the guy with the spear.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
All right, so this is the bite. The bite rolled a 19.
You see, that would have hit, but seeing you coming, they move their shield up just in time and sort of parry off your first hit.
All right, and claw is a 14. I suspect that doesn't hit.
That misses as well, unfortunately.
Okay.
Edgar didn't get a turn.
You want him to do something?
Yes, but after Allie. Okay.
After Allie?
Yeah, because Allie's going right now. So it can be. Is that okay?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
that's essentially my turn.
Okay, sorry. All right.
I want Edgar to peck at Galthul's eye. Like go for like
Oh.
like
So,
like a
what an
sweep attack.
icon. Grant and I play Baldur's Gate all the time, and I have a bird in Baldur's Gate because I'm a ranger, and my bird is his signature move is blinding people.
Yeah,
Corvus
it's
has
great.
saved us so many times. with
Corvus,
that move.
I'm like, go blind them, my son. I love it. I love that we're bringing that energy into this.
I
Yeah.
would say,
Mhm.
in terms of the spell, that is your bird,
Okay.
cannot damage anything,
Oh, my bad. Okay.
You just get in
technically.
his face.
Okay.
But if you would like to use the help action as he is harrying Gelthul and trying to scratch at his eyes, you may do so.
Wait, so what would that be? Sorry.
It would be your bird using the help action,
And doing
giving Gelthul disadvantage on his next attacks.
yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So you go ahead and do that
Okay.
as Edgar sweeps in and is sort of fluttering in Gelthul's face, trying to peck at him and scratch him, and is aiding the lot of you as this is going on. Yara, you are up.
Okay. Sorry, I have to check something really quick. Where did that spell go? This is gonna
Grant?
be the next 3 months.
Did you
for
add
me.
your rage bonus to attack
I did
on those
not.
rolls?
I don't
so one of
want
those-
cheap viewers. Sorry, hold on.
So go ahead and roll your damage real quick, and we can do
Okay.
that.
That
Because
was
there
the
would
bite.
be it's like a +2 or a +3 at this level.
It's a +2. I completely forgot that was a thing.
Been banned.
2. That's a total of 19 damage, and he has to roll a save in order to resist being restrained, because I am biting this bitch.
God, I forgot that was your bite. Okay. Oh fuck. That is a 10 from their. Oh, it still doesn't even matter. It's a 13 from their strength save.
Oh.
They are restrained. Yep.
They are restrained. So Allie kind of just lunges forward in this retcon, bites, and just kind of holds them there.
Yeah. Makes them a little bit like a dog.
Am I-
Yara, what are you doing?
Remember, sorry.
Okay. Remind me how Gelthul's 2 minions are looking right now.
One is a frozen block of ice.
Perfect.
Don't
care about
is
that one.
dead. The other one is, after that bite from Allie, is looking haggard, not necessarily bloodied just yet, but
Okay.
does not like being bitten.
Okay.
By a
Well-
large toothy creature.
They might not mind too much in a second. Can you have them make a wisdom save for me?
I can't. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try to do command.
Okay. Ooh. that. Oh, that is a 5.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
So I kind of
Yes.
step forward and I look around where Allie's standing. And I just go, and can we use pirate rules in this? This is from a Dimension 20 thing as well, but when they send messages, the pirate rules are like curse words don't count, and because like command is a 1-word command. And I just want to say grovel, bitch.
Allow it. Oh.
I say grovel, bitch. Which
Okay.
means drop prone.
Yeah. We will get to that on their turn.
Sick.
Is there anything else that you're doing, Yara?
Oh, actually, can I cast that at level? It's a level 1. Can I cast it at a level 2 to affect one additional creature?
You can.
Perfect. I think we all know who.
That is a natural 20 for a total of 27.
He will not
So,
grovel,
no.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, he is able to shake off that effect.
What a bitch.
All right.
I don't. Yeah. I only cast 1 spell per turn. Yes.
One spell, and you, with sorcery points, could do a spell and a cantrip.
Oh.
Is kind of how that works. So you can quicken spell a cantrip if you would like to spend that, or vice versa. Action cast a cantrip, quicken a spell. However you want to play with it, it's up to you.
I mean, I'm good. I'm good for now. So.
Oh, don't forget to roll a d20 whenever you use your meta magic.
I
as well.
have been. I have been.
Okay, you have been good.
Well, it's any time I use my magic, not meta magic, right? It's any spell, I think.
Unless you took that one magic item, I believe it is every. Did we decide something different?
I think it's just
recall.
every time I use magic, right?
Okay.
I think that's fine.
It's more fun that way.
I have yet.
Okay,
I have yet to
let's
roll a 1 yet. I really want
All right.
to.
Cool. Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Gelthul is currently gumming at your pauldron, and it's
Gross.
Yummy.
was attempting to bite you and is not physically capable of doing so at this time. What do you do?
I actually have a question. If someone is frightened, is it like Baldur's Gate where they're just trying to like get away from you, or is it disadvantage?
If you're speaking towards your effect of your sword,
Yeah.
they just have disadvantage and cannot move closer to you. There are specific spells and things where they to run away from you that it specifically states that.
Okay. I think he kind of like takes his arm back and is just like, what the fuck kind of a gesture. I'm gonna do another stabby.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. That is 24.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
May I please use trip attack? to
Go
trip
ahead.
This bitch.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Hold on a second. What do we need?
With your sword? I have to.
Let me put it in there so you can read it. Here.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll the damage as well.
Okay.
Ooh,
15.
no.
What?
That is an 11 to the save. Your strength saving throw to resist the trip attack, so he fails.
Okay.
However, Gelthul will use his one legendary resistance to succeed.
Ah.
But he does take full damage from you. Also, don't forget you add your another d8 to that because of your trip attack.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so that is actually 17.
Okay.
But
Math is hard sometimes. Okay. Is there anything else? Or you have another attack, Caleb, if you'd like to.
Hmm.
Oh, and wisdom save for your sword. Oh, fuck.
What?
Caleb, as you make contact with Gelthul and your sword slashes across his chest, there is a look of fear and panic that comes over this Dragonborn's face, something that you have never seen before, as he is currently afraid of you.
Okay, if before I do my next attack, I kind of like pull him closer and I do take off my mask.
Okay.
And I'm just like, what's this? And then I go for like, I just gonna like kind of like gash, like, I can't think of a word, jab into him basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
That is a 24 again.
Oh my god. Yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. That is a 12 plus.
Are you doing anything?
Nah.
Are you spending another die?
I'm not this time.
Okay.
That's
It's 12.
17.
It's just 12.
Oh, what's the D8 for? What was the
D8 was for your tripping attack.
Just kidding, it's 12.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Caleb?
Would trying grappling would be another action.
That's it, yeah.
Like just a normal grapple.
It's one of your attacks is to grapple.
Oh, but he can't. He's scared right now, right?
He is scared.
Okay. No, I'm good. I'm just
Okay.
gonna stay near him
All
and
right.
keep an eye on him.
Okay. It is his turn. So he, with this look of fear and frighten on his eyes, he is going to attempt to lash out at you again, Caleb, and is going to try and bite at you, this time at disadvantage because your Raven is messing with him and he is scared.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, that is an absolute and total miss.
Embarrass this motherfucker.
Yeah. So the first attack does not do anything, and he, with the failed bite, now reaches back and pulls out his great sword that he has at his side and is going to attempt to take a step back and swipe up at you, again at disadvantage. So a 2 and a 6 as it goes wide in this sort of frenzy that he is trying to just move away and slash out at you as this is happening. Where the gladiators go, let me see. He is restrained, so he has disadvantage on everything. He will...
Wasn't he also... Didn't he fail command prone?
He did. Thank you for that little reminder. So, God, how would this work? You
He
feel
growls.
in your jaws, Allie, this individual just suddenly that is fighting and pushing against you just goes limp. As the sword and the shield, or as the spear and the shield, excuse me, clatter to the ground as they're attempting to drop to their knees in this moment. And they use their full turn to do that. That's part of command. So,
Okay.
you feel at the end of those 6 seconds as they tick by, they do come back and are now fighting back against you, but seem to not be able to get out of your grasp. Allie, it is your turn.
Sorry, my internet free. As it comes to my turn, they do what?
It's your turn. They're still in your teeth.
Okay. Well, I mean, best thing I can do right now is another multi attack. Do I get advantage because they're
Because they are restrained. Yes, you do.
okay?
Let's
So this is
go.
the fight. That was a natural 19 with bonus. That's it's a 28.
That definitely is.
And then for the claw, let's see if I get a 20. That's another. That's another 28. So
That definitely hits.
okay, let's do some damage here. As I nibble on this guy. Okay.
You gum at him.
Oh, I'm more than gumming this guy. There are teeth involved. That is
Yummy.
10 for the claw,
Okay.
and for the teefies. That's an 18 for the teeth.
Oh my god. Okay.
as
The two
Ali
of you-
continues to savage this guy.
The two of you watch as Ali is just ragdolling this poor guy, flailing him back around, back and forth in its jaws, as he is like grabbing at her snout, trying to pull the teeth apart to get away, as she is just going to town on this poor guy. All right, top of the round, Yara, you are up.
I just mutter under my breath, if that's not Allie, I want them on my team as well.
just making giant dinosaur doggy play noises.
Yeah, horrific. Thanks. Also, I realized something. I was like, I've got everything on my character sheet. Yeah, no, I don't at all. I have multiple like class abilities that I fully forgot about, like Bardic Inspiration, and the fact that I have a thing called Jack of all trades, where I basically add half my proficiency bonus to everything I'm not already proficient in. Just crazy. Also, all the sorcerer things that aren't just spells. I need to work on my character sheet, but we're working on it now.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, how's the guy looking at this point?
Very, very rough.
Okay.
How about go fool?
Yeah.
Gelthul looks rough.
Oh, you should get him with that sometime.
Not nearly as bad as his cronies are, but he doesn't seem to be having fun.
Okay. Can I, I will do, what do you guys think? What kind of, oh no, I don't get to decide. Okay. We're gonna go for a classic little chaos bolt, I think. We're gonna hit Gelfool with a classic little chaos bolt.
Zap.
And I'm actually gonna upcast it at level 2, I think.
Okay. Go ahead and I believe you rolled to hit that one.
Yes. Make a ranged attack. Do I add my spell? Ooh, do I add my spell?
Yes,
Attack modifier? Okay.
correct. I
Sorry,
believe it's
math.
plus 9.
27.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sick. And I'm upcasting it, so that would be
2d8?
2d8 plus 2d6. Because it's normal. On the hit, they take 2d8 plus 1d6. And it's 1d6 added per level.
Okay.
Above 1. So, the 2d8 is 6 and 5. Also, this means it's poison damage because I rolled a 6 first.
Okay.
11, and then 12. 17 poison damage.
17 total?
Yeah.
All right. As this sort of putrid purple blast shoots forth from you and smacks him in the back, Yara, as he is being haggard by Caleb. He reaches out in pain in this moment and is looking rough.
Cool. Also, as a
Are we
bonus
gonna kill
action,
Galfool?
huh?
Like, we're gonna kill Galfool in episode 2.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Also, as a bonus action, I don't have my no, I do have my instrument with me, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a keytar. I picture it as, you know what I mean? Like a magical keytar in a way, synth vibe.
Cool.
And I kind of just like, I do the chaos bolt thing, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And I kind of just grab at it on my back and play a couple notes and go, Allie, you're going crazy over there. I go, I really hope you're Allie. And you get a bardic inspiration. We gotta work on how I dole those out.
Okay.
But,
And Bardic Inspiration is a d6, correct?
Correct.
it is, yes.
Alright. I'm just grabbing one so I remember.
All right. Caleb, You are up.
Hell yeah. I'm just gonna keep smacking this bitch with my sword.
Okay.
It's working, and that's what I'm good at. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for another, like, cut, basically.
Okay.
Where is it? 24. Again?
Can you stop rolling that? Another one, just to see if it's broken.
Okay.
Please. Okay. It's not broken. All right.
No, doesn't matter,
Yeah.
actually. 24 hits, so.
24 hits. So, there we go.
Like, do that, my divine smite, to this hit, please.
Go ahead.
Yes, since it hits, I'm going for blood.
So go ahead and roll your base sword damage and add 3d8 to it.
Okay. 22.
Okay, that is 22 points of damage. Okay. They do succeed the wisdom save against your sword this time, so they're now immune to its effect, as there's this clarity that comes to their eyes now. They seem less panicked and take much more of a composed as this individual can be against you. It's a clever trick. You have another attack, Caleb.
I do my sword again.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
This is no. I have other things, but I don't want him to get away. Basically. 14.
That is a natural 1 as well.
It is? Wait, where do you see?
If it's red.
Oh shit! I see. Oh no.
So, that is unfortunately a miss, Caleb. With this individual now sort of regaining their senses and looking at you, there's this small bit of fear that creeps into the back of your head in this moment, something you haven't felt in quite a long time, as your blade does not hit its mark here. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I would like to mutter under my breath, vow of enmity on him.
Okay, you use your bonus action to do so.
Which basically, so everyone else knows, it gives me advantage on attack rolls for 1 minute. So, yes.
Okay.
So he's just kind of like muttering inaudibly, like you don't know what Caleb is saying, but.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Gelthul. He is going to, looking at you and seeing this, gripping his greatsword a bit easier, is going to attempt to strike out at you again this time. That is a natural 19 for a total of 28 to hit you.
That gets me. That was at me, right?
Correct.
I was reading. Okay.
Where's my dice?
Ooh.
So that is a total of 18 slashing damage to you, Caleb.
Okay. See.
As he also again lunges in at you and going for a bite, and this time he will make it reckless. He gains advantage in this moment.
Okay.
And that is I believe that does hit a 23 to hit you. So you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 9 points of necrotic damage as his vampiric fangs sink into the side of your shoulder as you feel the essence of your life slowly draining away. As he becomes a bit more held together after that. It is his compatriot's turn as well that is inside the jaws of Alex. He is going to try and get out of your clutches. So that is a contested athletics check from the two of you.
Okay.
Which you have advantage on because you're raging, Grant.
I do. That is a 23.
They rolled a 16, so that is a failure as they are trying to push at and pull at the teeth that are currently embedded into their abdomen as you have been flailing them around, and they are unable to do so as they are there. They just sort of begin mindlessly thrashing at you, punching at you, just trying anything that they possibly can to get away from your grasp. You do take, or, well, two 17s. That you do take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as they're just punching the underside of your maw, just doing anything that they possibly can to escape in this moment.
Technically, I have resistance to bludgeoning damage, so that would be
You
2,
do,
I
so-
think.
That is true. All right. Speaking of, Allie, it is your turn.
Here's hoping I can end this guy's career. I'm going to do another multi-attack.
Okay.
And I still have advantage because he's still technically restrained, I think.
Correct.
All right, so bite is... That is a 26 on the bite,
That definitely hits.
and a nat 20 on the claws.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You don't even need to roll damage, Grant, but just go ahead and describe how you end this man's life.
Well, Allie thrashes around a little bit more with this guy, and then, as a finishing blow, uses all of her wild shape power to hurl them into a side of a building.
Okay.
And there is presumably a sickening crunch when she does that.
Yes. You guys watch as Allie flings this person's body now, showering the sides of the alley that you guys are in viscera as it goes and crunches into a box of crate or a stack of crates down towards the end, launching them at least 20 to 30 feet. As she turns around, her maw covered in viscera, I'm assuming now looking towards Gelthul.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Rad.
All right.
And I'm going to say I'm going to use my move action to close the distance and just stand ominously over him.
Okay, easy enough to do. Top of the round, Iara, you are up.
Okay. I need to. Yara needs to recover from that image.
Interesting point of order, actually. At the top of the round, you would all begin to hear footfalls approaching from either side of the alley. They are not yet in view, and you do hear what seems to be a multitude of people, 5 to 10 individuals shouting, "This way! Hurry!" as you begin to hear them on either end of where you guys are currently standing.
Okay. On both sides?
Both sides.
Interesting. Do they sound... they sound like friends? Can we tell?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. Friend or foe? Well,
Damages?
it's not a good insight check. Oh, my insight's really good though. So it's, I mean, it's still not great. It's like a 13.
13. It's difficult to sell. They tell. Whoa. Blubbing all kinds of words today. It's difficult to tell at this distance and at this without necessarily seeing them. The footfalls sound like armored boots of some kind, and on either end there seems to be one individual barking orders. It's about as much as you can kind of glean at this point.
Should I wait until my turn to do an insight check, or? And actually, kind of a mechanics question. When I'm in wild shape, am I using my insight check or the creatures?
So in wild shape, you use your mental stats, your charisma, your intelligence, your wisdom.
All
But
right.
you use their dexterity and strength.
All right.
So yeah, go ahead and roll one now for me. Might as well.
Okay.
As Iara is thinking. We can as well.
I'm too busy dying.
That was a 15.
15, about the
So,
same. It's
Yeah,
difficult.
not
to
much
tell.
better.
You know, you smell the scent of iron and leather, just in the air approaching you.
Could be anyone.
Yeah.
My heroism only gave you temp HP, right? It didn't give you any immunities that we forgot about, right?
I
Correct.
just can't. Well, no, I can't be
But you can't be
afraid.
frightened.
Yeah.
Right. That's
But
what
I used that temp HP so quick.
Sorry.
Okay, no, it was great. It helped.
No,
Thank
it's-
you.
I don't know if this is the right move, but I think I'm gonna do it. Well, actually, here's a question. For a twinned spell for meta magic,
Yes. Yes.
it usually it says, you know, increase a spell from one target to 2 targets.
Yes.
For areas of effect, like, can I make 2 areas?
Unfortunately, no.
No?
They have to. They have to be with a spell attack roll. It
Oh.
can't be just an effect spell.
Okay. Never mind. Then.
Otherwise, you can stack fireballs one on top of one another and just do
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Ludicrous.
20d6 damage
Yeah.
in a massive
mean,
area.
I was just gonna do like a fog cloud, but like it's not gonna help on one side. You know what I mean? And I don't want to put us in the fog cloud.
Correct.
I think. You know what? I'm just gonna do. Gotta do something. How far away is Caleb from me?
Oh, from you, 30 feet.
Okay. Okay, I can reach him. Yara rushes in. Stupid bitch. But I'm gonna go.
Oh.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Probably. I'm just gonna run over and do cure wounds on Caleb.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And I'm gonna cast it at a level 3, cause how hurt are you?
I'm okay. I'm at 104 out of 136.
Oh,
But-
you said you were dying. I got nervous.
Oh no,
I
I'm
had
sorry.
to
I was being
step out of the
dramatic
room.
because he's like sucking my life force that McKenna said.
Oh,
My
you're right.
Sucking your life force out of you with a straw. It's fine.
Well, I've committed,
Asterion?
so we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it at the regular level then.
Hmm.
Wow, that was a
Okay.
terrible roll. That's
I'm wearing his shirt today.
And
nice.
Caleb take 6 psychic damage.
Why?
I'm kidding.
It's hilarious. That is 12. You get
So
12.
you heal for 12 hit points, Caleb.
Thank you, the bestest.
It's
1, 2, 3,
not that much.
5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Anything else you were doing on your turn, Iara?
No.
Okay.
Guess not. I don't know. Yeah, no. Probably shouldn't
Caleb.
have. Anyway.
You are
Here
up.
now.
I have a question. Can
Yes.
I apply my pushing attack to my shield? Like, is that possible?
You mean if you want to hit with your shield and do a pushing attack?
Yeah, but I don't want the arcane thing to happen.
No, yeah, the arcane thing only happens when if they miss an attack against you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And you use your reaction to do it. So yeah, you can smack someone with your shield and not activate that. That's fine.
How much damage does a shield do versus a fist attack?
They're the same.
They are?
It's technically an unarmed strike. You
Excellent.
don't.
Good, great. I see Yara come over to me, and like, I take out my I'm kind of like struggling as he's like biting me, but with my other hand with my shield, I basically like kind of tap you out of the way, and I would like to use my pushing attack to get her away.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit Yara.
Okay. It will hurt you a tiny bit, but you will be safe. What do I
Why,
roll?
though?
Sorry.
Just roll your
Roll what? My sword?
roll your sword. It's the same plus.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you're gonna hit.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah, does it 26 hit you?
Yeah, it
All right,
fucking does.
so Yara, you take 4 bludgeoning damage as you see Caleb's shield come careening around, sort of smacks you in the torso, and you get pushed back on your feet, skidding 20 feet away from him.
So I basically run over and I go, all right, I got you, man. And then you just smack me and I go, okay, I won't fucking touch you anymore. Jesus.
It is much more of a, as gentle as it can be, gentle push.
Yeah.
Moving away. But yes, what else do you do on your turn, Caleb?
After I do that, I kind of mutter under my breath for divine favor, and I just say, "Maiden be with me," and then I attack with my sword.
And
I have divine favor now, which, if it hits, will give me extra radiant damage.
Yep, and you are at advantage as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks. All right. Cool. One second.
Is divine favor a bonus action? Is that what you
No, it's a
said?
spell.
Right, but is it a bonus action?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Just
Sorry.
making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I'm unfamiliar with the new paladin spells.
28.
That definitely hits. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. So this plus, that's 12 plus, what was that, 1d? 2, 3, 4, haha, 16.
16. Okay. You strike out with your blade, and there's a burst as you cut of this radiant gold energy that emulates from the wound that Gelthul has. He reels in pain as it does so, still standing, looking real rough. Is that it for your turn, Caleb?
Was pushing Yara with the shield, that was an action, right?
That was one of your attacks.
Oh, okay.
So you used an attack to get her out of the way, and you used
Right.
an attack to attack at Gelthul. And your bonus action to activate that spell.
Okay, I can't do that. Okay, I'm done. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It is Gelthul's turn. Looking around and hearing the approaching footsteps, glancing at the three of you, now sort of cornering him in this alley. It's been fun. And is going to attempt to get out of your melee range, Caleb. And Allie, at this point, you guys are both there. So, you guys both get attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
As he tries to sidestep away from you guys.
It's my fuck.
I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration on this,
Okay.
which brings the total. What was it? F. Damn it. 16 plus 3. That's a 19.
Does hit. Caleb.
I'm just gonna swing.
Yeah.
Like
So what's your
what? Oh, sorry.
what's your hit?
Oopsies. That is a 15.
That misses, unfortunately. So Allie, go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 18 points of damage, or yes, 18 points of damage, and he has to roll to escape being grappled by my bite.
He does indeed. He does have advantage on this because he is still currently raging. And you go ahead and oh no, it's against your DC.
Puppies.
Wow. Wow. You take a photo of that.
What is it? 220s?
No,
2 1s?
fucked it up. Okay. He attempts to move as Allie, you clamp down on his arm as he's trying to escape and just sink your teeth into the side of it. And he is unable to pull it away, and he turns, and there is this again look of fear in his eyes again as he's looking at the ends of the alleys, expecting someone to turn the corner, and is not able to break free from your grasp. Allie, it is your turn.
Allie's gonna wreck him. So that's gonna be another multi-attack.
Okay.
Like Hulk and Loki, just like. Or I don't remember if it was
I mean, we're in an alley. She could
It
swing
was-
him back
okay.
and forth between the buildings if she wanted to. So this is the bite. That is. The bite was an 18 on that one.
That just hits.
Okay. And then claws. Also just barely an 18.
That just hits.
The highest I rolled on both of
your
those was
damage.
like a 9.
Go ahead
Okay.
and roll your damage.
All right. So claw is going to be 12. And then Tiffy's is going to be 18.
Allie, how do you want to do this?
Fuck, what?
Allie swings him back and forth a couple of times between the buildings, then drops him on the ground, plants a foot on him, and rips his arm off.
Okay. You all see as the now limp body of Gelthul smashes into the ground as there is a ripping sound as this arm is dislodged from its body, with Ali now standing on his torso, peeling it away. In that moment, as this happens, Gelthul's eyes look at the three of you. His body begins to fizzle, fade, as there's this dense mist that begins pouring off of him as he suddenly just vanishes and disappears as this small ball of mist darts up, straight, and over the roofs. You've all seen this before. It's how he got away the first time.
Caleb like lets out like a guttural like yell and like slams his sword to the ground.
Before anything else happens, I just want to still... I don't know if they're going to catch up to us. The folks that were coming into the alley, but Yara wants to do something as quickly as possible after that happened.
All right. I will say that if you all are trying to do something, you have one more round before this ball of mist disappears behind the roof line.
Oh, I'm not
And
going
we'll
for
we'll start with Yara as to what it is that you are doing.
No, Yara is looking around at the fact that there is just a bunch of fucking viscera that looks like we have destroyed some people.
And 2 bodies that are still there.
And 2 bodies.
We also have a few hundred witnesses of us saving everybody when things exploded.
You do. But what are you doing, Iara?
I am going to now cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
And I'm gonna... Who am I closest to?
At this point, Caleb.
Okay.
You're all within 20 feet of one another.
Okay. I run over to Caleb. And then tell Allie. Allie, God, I hope you're Allie. Get over here. And cast Fog Cloud and just probably upcast it. But how much would I have to upcast it if it's 20 feet per slot to cover the entire alleyway?
What does it start at?
20 feet.
You can remind me. It starts at 20 feet?
Yeah.
A second level would do it just fine.
Great.
And hit pretty much everything.
Cool. Then I do second level and I cover everything.
Yeah, radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally gets everything. So there's this dense layer that just encapsulates, emanating from Iara as it just sort of shoots out and heavily obscures everything around you. What are the 2 of you doing as this happens, if anything?
Honestly, Caleb is like on his knees on the ground right now. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I will say, important point to note, and I should have said this previously, my apologies. All of Gelthul's things are still there. Armor, weapon. There is a belt with multiple bags tied to it. And same with the other hooded individuals that were with him. Their things and belongings are still on their corpses.
Allie's gonna drop out of wild shape. And she's gonna try and get a bearing on where that ball of mist is going.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Did I ruin it?
No, you didn't. This would be insight. This would be less tracking it because you can easily see it, but more so trying to take a guess on where it would be going.
Okay. That's a nice roll. That is a 25.
Wow.
Okay.
I rolled stupid high.
You clock it. You can imagine the direction that it's going, and guessing by how Gelthul was reacting previously, you feel like you have a good sense that they're trying to just book it to a place where they know they can be safe and recover. Exactly where, you're not entirely sure just yet, but you will lose line of sight of them. But you know the general direction that they're heading.
Okay. If I still have time, I'm going to just grab the belt that Galthul is wearing. And,
easily enough to do.
And just turn to Caleb and say, grab any bags you can see on the other 2. And then we need to get out of here.
Caleb's like 1,000 yards staring forward, but he nods in that he got your...
As you guys are moving to pick everything up, it is at this point that even through the dense fog, you're able to make out the sounds of about 15 individuals, 7 over here on one side, 8 over on the other, that have now turned into the alley and are muttering amongst themselves, "Oh, that's fog. I can't see. What's going on in there? There's nothing I can see. Light a lantern!" As it sounds as though there are either guards or reinforcements. It's difficult to tell who or what with this fog has seemingly showed up.
Do any of them sound like someone we've met before?
In this moment, no, you can't tell. There's nothing that sounds super familiar to them. What are you all doing?
I'm trying to get them to split.
Okay.
I'm like,
How are you guys?
we need to go now.
How are you guys getting out?
I was hoping that like once the like if the whole alley is covered, in theory, if they're coming into the alley and it's heavily obscured, we could probably slip out.
Potentially, you could.
Unless there's any doors in this alley. I don't know what we're between right now, if we're in businesses or something.
Okay. If you guys are trying to, well,
Waltz out casually. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Lynn Jersey.
there were two doors off into this alley that you were aware of, though now that it is heavily obscured, it is difficult to see.
That's
If you guys are trying to go for them, you absolutely can. Or if you guys are trying to just lay low and slip past the guards while the spell is still active, that's two different roles and two different intents. Which one are you guys trying to do?
Or I can would I know?
I'm
Okay.
gonna cast Pass Without a Trace,
Okay.
which means essentially creatures, in this case allies, within 30 feet, get a +10 to their stealth checks.
Correct.
Awesome.
And I can concentrate on that for an hour.
That's nice. I'm a clinky boy.
Yeah. So, what were you saying, Eora?
I was gonna say, if I would know that either of you would have something that could get you out quickly, I could grab the other dimension door, but I think
You can assume Allie potentially could, knowing her capabilities, but
Oh yeah.
but I mean if you already casted that, then we can go with that.
I mean, it applies to me. It applies to me too. It's essentially a whole bunch of different options available.
so,
So
what
if
are
you
you guys
wanted to
doing?
do that, I could catch up to you.
What's the definitive answer that you guys are doing in this moment? Because Pass Without a Trace will stick around even if you guys are just teleporting out of dodge. It will still help. What are you all doing?
What were the two? So we could go out the back. What was the other option? Sorry.
I can grab you and teleport away, basically. If you're clinky clanky boy, that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what? I'm gonna just in the mist whisper to Allie. Well, hopefully this is within 500 feet. Because I think that's what the range is. Is the by chance is the Raven Queen's temple that these two started at within range, within 500 feet? No.
Let's see, 500 feet is
How many football fields is that?
a little over.
Or is my
one.
house within
Oh.
500
I
feet
would
is one
say-
football field. It's actually
Yeah.
not that far. Yeah.
I would
Is
say
that right?
the 300 a football
300
field
feet.
is 200 yards. So
Yeah,
if that's
it's-
300. So
It's a little more than
foot-
1.5.
So I would say your house isn't, but your street is.
Okay.
You could get within, a 2-minute walking distance of your house with that spell, and it's an area that you know relatively well.
Okay. I tell Allie then to meet me at whatever business is like. I assume I live in an apartment in this city.
Yeah.
Like above a store kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And I just tell her like what do I live above? Can I live above a cafe? A little bookstore cafe? The dream.
Sure.
For the record, before we teleport, I did loot those guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meet us above
Okay.
the Ugly Duckling Cafe. Okay, go.
Ugly Duckling Cafe, is that what it is? Okay,
Sure.
that's
Not
fine.
the crowbar? Okay. All right. Then Allie's going to Allie's going to slip on her ring of invisibility.
Okay.
And I know I don't get double advantage, but I'm going to use the advantage I have and the plus 10 to stealth check my way the hell out of there.
All right. So Iara, you grab onto Caleb's shoulder, and in
Don't
this
panic.
brief flash of swirling green, the two of you are gone, and as the fog sort of collapses inward on the vacant space that there now is. Allie, I need you to make a stealth check with advantage. We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
Plus 10.
That's a 28 total.
28 total. You are able to, moving through this space, jumping on crates silently with your boots, are able to very deftly and nimbly weave around these individuals that you can now see upon getting closer to them are the Crown's Guard, adorned in the silver and blue attire that you are used to seeing scattered across the city, as they seem to be searching through, now with lanterns, trying to peer through this dense fog. As you're moving out of them, or moving away from them, you hear them say, "I found one! They don't seem to be alive!" As they've potentially found some of the wreckage that you guys have caused and are calling for help, medics and stretchers and things in this moment, trying their best to clear the fog with their hands and move around. But you walk past soundlessly and easily.
Secret
And
stuff
that-
build, y'all.
Is where we'll end it tonight. Oh yes, no, we gotta get to this.
Please,
No, yep,
it
we
took
gotta get
me
to this.
so many rounds of combat, and I finally
right,
rolled a
you're
1
right.
for the wild magic
No,
table.
no.
I need to do this.
Go ahead and roll
Oh no.
the percentile.
Wait, I
for
didn't
me.
realize that was happening to us.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my
It's gonna
god.
be chaos.
It is a 65.
Oh no.
65. Oh, interesting. I don't know how we're gonna resolve this at the same time.
Yeah, let me read it. Let me read it.
It's not hard. It's not crazy. Immediately cast haste on yourself.
Huh?
I immediately cast haste on myself. So what's haste?
Garth's-
Hold on.
So haste doubles your movement speed, gives you an extra action. You get a +2 to your AC and advantage on dexterity saving throws. It's like cocaine.
Does
So
Well,
Yara
that
also
tracks.
talk really, really fast now?
Because I did. So as I grabbed Caleb again, I went and grabbed from like in my bag. I also, unless you guys have been checking to see, and I would like you to roll for it if you have. You have not noticed me taking the drugs. I just do a quick little, and then we go, and I'm like, oh shit, as we teleport. And do I just get to go a lot faster?
Where is it?
We're in a fog cloud right now.
Yeah, there's no way, dude.
You can't see me.
I know.
Give
So-
me one thing, Grant.
gosh, I'm trying to think. Caleb, in a sensation that you have never felt before. Well, you've felt very loosely, but not in this intense of a way, this vast distance of teleportation that immediately happens as you guys are shunted from one area to another, sort of jolting as you land back on the concrete, or on the, not concrete, on the cobbled way, in this city. You feel Iara's hand on your shoulder just begins to hum and vibrate faintly as the two of you land there, as you look at her, and she's just sort of glancing around quickly and haphazardly, just
We gotta
taking
go. We gotta
in
go to the.
this
Come on,
moment.
gotta get in the house.
You would
And
be
I just
like-
start
You would be
running.
like,
Yeah, as she begins sprinting at a speed that you have never seen her move at ever before.
Zip.
he like has his hand held out, and then he's like, okay, and like follows you quickly, like like walking.
She is outpacing you, and it's difficult to keep up at this
I
point.
Can
get, I
her
get,
go forward so she
Yes.
crossed? Okay.
I get to my,
Did-
I get to the like door that would lead up the to my apartment. I realize that you're not there. I run back to you, and then I'm like, you gotta hurry up, and then I run back there. Yes.
Do I get there?
Did Edgar go with the dimension door?
Yeah,
Or is Edgar just kind of flying over the city right now?
Edgar. Well,
Technic- well,
He
I
would
can
have been
bring
on my
okay.
shoulder
I
at
can
this
bring a
point.
willing creature and what they're carrying.
He would have come back to my shoulder when I dropped to the ground.
He's
100%.
carrying the bird.
yeah. Well, yeah.
He's fine.
Sure. We'll rule it as that for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me do my wild magic. I needed this.
You're very welcome. And we will end things there.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for joining us for Dungeons and Dragons. And this campaign has a name now. It's called. I named this the other day.
Fate's
Fate's
Call.
Call.
Fate's Call. Thank you for joining us for Dungeons and Dragons Fate's Call episode 2. So fun. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I saw V Mandarina and Lynn Jersey. Thank you for being here. And shout out to everybody who's catching the VODs later. Hope you're enjoying this fun new campaign we're doing. As a reminder, the original campaign did not finish up. It will still return eventually. This is one that we're going to be doing for probably about 3 months. So if you are, new to the channel, this will be a something that you can, kind of see in its totality a little bit easier than our normal stuff. But as far as the rest of the week goes, on Thursday, I will probably be here. I've been fighting off a sore throat that's getting worse and worse as the minute ticks by. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but we're trying. So we'll
You
see
sound
if-
okay, but
It just, every breath is fire. It's fun.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's okay.
Sorry.
take care of
fine.
yourself.
Huh?
It's important. Take care of yourself. It's important.
But we'll see if I want to play Sims on Thursday anyway. But also, if I can't talk, then I'm not going to stream. But hopefully I'll be here on Thursday. On Monday, Aiden and I will be back playing probably some more Kerbal. We played Kerbal Space Program yesterday, and it was fucking chaos. It was really funny. Should watch it. And then we'll be back next week to continue the adventure. It was so fun. Shout out to my lovely party mates. This is still really weird because I have it programmed in my brain. I need to say it differently. Shout out to my fellow adventurers, Grant and Amanda, for being just such cool folk to play ttrpgs with. I need to make it different enough where it, like, my
There
brain
you go.
switches. And shout out to Mac for being spooky GM and weaving a great story. He's got a little spooky GM, like, he's fun. And follow what's all the other stuff that I do? Join the Discord.
Oh,
Thank you, Grant.
I am neglecting.
Join the Discord. Check out the VODs on YouTube. Yes, I'm going to put the Kerbal episode on YouTube. It was fucking hilarious. One of our viewers clipped like 2 things already. They were quite funny. You should watch them. And
What I have not been looking at our chat. What are your have your things been funded? Your channel point thingies?
2
Not
of them
fully.
have the. So the no context Breath of the Wild stream has. That was a while ago.
Okay.
And the crafting one has. The Overwatch one has not.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank God.
What's
All
We
right.
get to play. We play Overwatch.
us?
Yep.
Oh, no, thank you.
Mhm.
I'm doing so bad.
Thank you, Mother. She added to the And I think that's where we'll leave you for the night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.